Schmidt Beer, the brew that grew to be best in the great Northwest.
America's fastest growing beer.
The most a host can do for friends is serve Valley Forge.
Lucky Strike means fine tobaccos.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, coming to you socially distanced, where the beer is required but the pants are optional, Greg, Scott, Dan, and Pantless Ellie.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. It's us. It's we. It's them. It's the Unfiltered Gentleman. Thanks for hanging along. Thanks for drinking with us. I am Greg. Over there is Adventurous Keys Scott.
That is me.
And Allie Cakes Allie.
Hi, greetings and salutations.
Hey there. And joining us today, doing his best to fill in for Dan, maybe take Dan's job. I don't know. It's Bride Dog Brian over there.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, you know what? Muchas gracias for wearing clothes today.
Nice. De nada.
Yeah, he will not be sans clothes tonight.
Hey, he's got the beard.
He's got something. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for joining. Shout out to... See how bad I can screw this up. Jaipur, India. Jaipur, India.
Yep.
Another international top listening city of the week. And it was another one of those crazy weeks where we had a bunch of international. I'm just going to run down them again. So Jaipur, India, followed by Kolkata, India, Hamburg, Germany, Miami, Florida. That's another country. Hyderabad, India, Ironton, Ohio, Fullerton, California. Bhopal, India, Arlington, Texas, and Simi Valley, California, rounding out the top 10 there. Apparently, we're international, so thank you all for listening. Thanks for hanging out with us. Leave us a voicemail or something. We want to know what you're sipping on over there in India or Florida. That's another country too. Let us know what you are sipping on. Like we said, Brian's here. He's going to hang out with us. He has a beer to review. In fact, both of him and I are going to share a review. We've got a Babes supporting Babes today, a little bit of crotch talk, a little bit of Super Bowl fallout, and some booze news. So let's say we crack right into things, find out what Allie's drinking over there.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for Beer of the Week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
You having yourself a beer over there?
You know it. It's a one-legged duck swim in a circle.
Quack, quack.
I am drinking Untitled Art and Corporate Ladder Brewing collab. It is Peaches Sour a la Mode, 6% ABV. It is a 4.13 on Untapped. And a very short and sweet description would say Berliner Weisse style ale with peach, apricot, cinnamon, and graham cracker. This was sent to me via friends on the gram.
Hi, friends.
He is OG_beer_dude. Huge shout out. Thank you so much for the beer. And it is amazing. It's everything that it says it is. It does taste a lot like, it'd be like a pie, kind of like a peach pie or...
Nice.
Very tasty. My taste is still a little weak, and I can't smell it, but it's a great beer.
Yeah, that was my next question. Is like, how's the taste buds treating you over there?
They're making a little bit of a comeback. They're kind of starting to show their face again. I'm kind of being able to smell randomness here and there. Like I don't know, groceries in the car or something, which is
strong onions, that sort of thing.
yeah, just little hints. I can't smell this beer though. It was just like today I got in the car and I could smell the groceries I just picked up and I was like, whoa, like yay, it's coming back. So it's starting to show its face, I think, a little bit. So, and I can kind of taste beers. I can't give I will have to say though, even pre-Rona, I've never been like super amazing at picking up different bits and pieces of beers. It's kind of like I like it or I don't. You know what I mean? Like I can't like I sit here and I watch you do your beer reviews and I'm like, how the fuck is he picking up like all of these notes and everything? So I kind of suck to begin with,
We'll start you off with some saisons and you can tell us about the wet hay you smell.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, this beer's awesome. So
Very
I'm
nice.
loving it. This is my first beer I've ever had from Untitled Art. They're really, really good.
Oh, welcome to the club. Yeah, they are making some good shit.
Yeah, I actually have like a whole beer package that was sent to me the other day, and I'm like, just can't wait to get into all of them. They're so good. I think, I don't know, 1 for 1 so far.
You don't need nuance. You can just thumbs up or thumbs down, like Commodus and Gladiator.
Perfect.
You know, you're good.
Yeah, this one gets thumbs ups.
Very nice. Well, very nice. Well, I've had a few from Untitled Art, and I've loved all of them. So I'm super jealous that you got a nice little Untitled Art package over there, and looking forward to hearing about more.
Yeah. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All right, let's crack right into some discussions.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for a crotch talk.
To those of you who were very upset with the Super Bowl and how boring it was, we'll get to that in a few minutes. So just hang out. First, I want to mention huge happy birthday to our friend Coley over there on the Booze League. The only good thing about the Booze League is Nicole. So happy birthday. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. And
That's awesome.
We love you, Coley.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, we love you indeed over there. Hope you got super ham-skied and, put all those other boobs leaguers to shame.
She's cute. Happy birthday, girl.
She's awesome. Also, just wanted to mention, in the spirit of BurritoGate, that I did not have a breakfast burrito over the weekend, but I found a new spot, thanks to, in fact, Coley's suggestion. They had some of the best pozole and tacos I've had in quite some time. So my hungover ass on Saturday got down on just a ginormous punch bowl of pozole. It was so fucking good.
That sounds awesome.
Pozole over menudo, 100%.
All day long.
Yeah.
All day long.
I can't do the mouthfeel of the tripe.
Ugh.
Can't do. Like, it's bad enough knowing what it is, but like the rubberiness.
I got to weigh in on BurritoGate.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been hearing it the past few weeks, and God, I wish Dan was here, but no beans ever in a breakfast burrito. No beans. Any kind of cheese you want, bacon, sausage, you can do the meat spectrum, but just no beans. And also a little bit of shout out to the dearly departed best breakfast burrito I've ever had in my entire life that no longer exists anymore was the Cantina at UCSB in Isla Vista. Breakfast burrito, no meat. It was just potato, egg, cheese, salsa, and rice. So if I'm gonna weigh in on the rice argument for that particular burrito, rice was good.
Okay.
No beans though. No beans ever.
And no meat. I don't know how I feel about the no meat situation.
You know what? If you had this burrito, you would change your mind. And I make my own breakfast burritos. When I was in law school, it was like, do I continue with law school or do I drop out and do a breakfast burrito truck? I'm not kidding. And my breakfast burritos always have meat, but the Cantina one from Santa Barbara, and ask anyone who ever went to UCSB in the 90s, aughts, etc., they're going to tell you Cantina breakfast burrito, no meat, no problem.
Better than Freebirds?
For me, yeah.
Oh, we're just getting super local.
Yeah, no. I'd rank it Cantina breakfast burrito 1, Freebirds 2, Woodstock's Pizza 3.
Nice.
That sounds like a burrito I could totally get after with the no meat thing. And I'd probably add beans. I like the beans.
You and your beans.
I love them.
Yeah, I love the beans.
I love them.
Scott's been banned from eating beans, though.
Yeah, I could understand that.
Yeah.
I support that.
So, big shout. I think the place was called like El Taco, like legit. Just it's in Simi Valley. If you guys are in the area, do yourselves a favor and stop by. One of those hole in the wall. Oh, and this was the best part. You can't just order a beer when you go in there. And this is like the only time I'll drink shitty beer. I was like, all right, give me like Pacifico or whatever. And they come out with a bucket of beer.
Ooh, like you're in Mexico.
Is it a bucket of bottles, or is it like, because one time I was in Rosarito and they brought me a styrofoam cup the size of a 40 and I watched her pour a 40 into it.
No, this is a bucket of ice and bottles. They brought out like 6 of them or whatever. And I was like, oh, no, just one beer for now. She's like, oh, no, you drink as many as you want and we'll charge you for whatever you drink. And I was like, well, that's fucking dangerous. You put this shit in front of me.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
It's just going to disappear. And of course, Pacifico is it's 4.4%. So you can have like 4 or 5 of those things and not even realize it. I spent a few bucks on beer that morning for breakfast.
That is pretty cool.
like that.
But imagine, if you will, watching your waitress pour a 40-ounce bottle of Tecate into a 40-ounce styrofoam mug with no head in about 30 seconds. I don't know how it goes against science. It's, only in Mexico.
Goes against science, or they had no carbonation in that bad boy. Either way. But anyways, great spot. I hope people get to try that out. That was just one of those hole-in-the-wall finds. Brian, last week we were talking about Pliny the Younger and the shitstorm it was. Did you happen to get any Pliny last week?
I did not. I was wrecked. I was in the line, got through, put in my thing, was typing in my credit card information, and then sold out. And I was heartbroken. I haven't missed Pliny since 2010, and this will be the first year I miss it unless I can find somebody who was lucky enough to get it.
eBay.
Yeah. I'm not spending $100 a bottle on eBay. Sorry.
So you got even further than I. Like, I got to the point where they're like, "All right, it's in your cart and sold out," but you got to like the credit card
putting
point.
in your information, and then it's sold out.
They really screwed that pooch. Now, Allie has never had Pliny the Younger. Explain to her what you like about it.
Wait, that's not true though.
You have had Younger?
Yeah.
I thought last week you said you hadn't.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Well, I'm making shit up here.
I had it at the Stone Beer Fest last year. Remember, they had like the whole little scavenger hunt. They grilled you. You had to answer a bunch of questions about hops and where they came from and just a bunch of random beer nerd questions. And if you answer them correctly, you get this token. And you're like, oh, I don't know what to, and they're like, oh, you take it over to the garden over there, and then that's where you cash in your prize. And so you have this token and you don't even know like what you're getting for it. And so then you go to the bar and then they pour you the Younger. Yeah, I actually had a couple pours that day.
It's funny. I totally remember that story. For some reason, I was thinking you had said you didn't have it, and I'm an idiot.
No. We did. Yeah, we did talk about it, but I probably did say $100 a bottle. I would never pay that for any type of beer, but I actually think it's a really good beer, and I don't even really particularly care for that style of beer, but I thought it was really, really well made. Obviously,
it's really good. I don't know, Brian, what you think about this, because you and I have chased it down a few times together. To me, it kind of takes some of the the coolness away from it. Like, I am less inclined next year to like chase after it because of the experience this year.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, look, about the flavor and the drinking of it, like what I like about it is that it's a triple that, yeah, it's boozy, but it's not like jet fuel boozy. It still has like a lot of really good hop flavor, and it's just pleasant to drink. And when you get the chance to go to, like, we go to what used to be Ladyface, I'm not sure what it's called now, but they used to
Tavern
get the kegs of it
or something like that.
Yeah. And to go with your friends and sit down and you're all like, cheersing with the one pour that you're going to get and just kind of soaking it in together and sitting on the patio and, in the sun. It's like, it's a really nice moment. And, it wasn't going to be that moment with this order, but the way that they screwed up the ordering and they gave you false hope. Like, yeah. I wish that I just would have been closed out of it instantly.
Just
and
tell me no right away.
I wasn't going to get it. Yeah. For me to like start putting in my credit card numbers and then go through all that and then, oh, you're not getting any. And I've been a Russian River fan for as long as I can remember. I've had the first time I had Pliny was back in 2008.
Damn.
The Elder. And, I love Elder. Like, I got it at Father's office in Santa Monica. But to get that slap in the face, like when you think, oh my gosh, I got some. And look, let's not kid around. It was a mixed pack. Like, I was paying $100 for a mixed 12-pack where I knew I was going to get 4 Plinies, Youngers, but they could give me whatever they want, and then to know all that and buy in and then get slapped down, it really sucks.
Yeah, and if it makes you feel any better, Scott's still on tech support hold trying to get his Pliny. Yeah, so...
Yes, I still hear that stupid music.
Right. Your call will be answered in the order in which it's received.
Yes.
Very well. All
You're
right.
a dumbass.
Anybody else? Anything to discuss before we get on to some delicious beers?
I'll go next. I had a fun little
You in the back?
brewery hop on Saturday. Checked out a couple of breweries in North
right.
County.
I was totally gram stalking you over that.
Oh, good. Hi. Thanks for noticing. Yeah.
You and your not so unattractive group of friends you were hanging
Oh my
out with
gosh,
there.
I know. They're all such babes. All of them. Definitely a good looking crew. That's for sure. So yeah, we had a good time. We went to West Brew.
Sounds like quite the fanny pack there.
It was, I only have the best fanny pack. We started at West Brew in Vista. I've been there before. I love them. I love their beers. I love their hospitality. I love the setup, and everything is about that location is just really amazing. So we started there. Then we went to Helia. Helia's, rad also. I love the way that these places, they're very like kind of Hawaiian, kind of like, but earthy.
Aloha.
Yeah, they're good. They're fun little spots. And then after that, we went to Dog Lake, which I've never been to. So
never heard of them.
yeah, I remember now, or at the day of, I remember seeing them like opening up and stuff, but I haven't really heard about them. And my in-laws actually were there the night before, and they texted me and they're like, you got to check this place out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we're literally going to be like right there tomorrow. So we just kind of added that one on last minute to the little gathering. And nice. It was a great place. Yeah, it was good times.
That's awesome. Last week you had Solaris on the show, and we were talking about how awesome those guys are. After posting about it, we posted your picture. Skylar hit me up on the gram, was like, hey, cheers guys, thanks for posting, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, Allie speaks pretty highly. He's like, you need to come on down and have some beers with us. Like, he's very inviting, like, come on down. And I was like, yes, I will.
Yeah.
So those guys are rad down there. I can't wait to check out their beer.
Wow. So Solaris can get you to come down this way, but I cannot. Is that what I'm hearing here?
Oh,
correct.
You're a dick. That sucks.
Solaris has a better fanny pack, apparently.
Challenge accepted. I don't know about that one.
I don't know. I did see your fanny pack. That was a pretty hot fanny pack. So,
yeah,
you win.
Skylar and Chad are, like I said, I can't sing their praises enough. And actually, I have a bullpen beer of Solaris for tonight that I'll be cracking in a little bit. But they, like I said, I want to see them succeed, and not that that's going to make them successful. They are just amazing individuals. Their beers are ridiculous. They're just so kind, and everybody that meets them, that crosses paths with them, just loves them and wants the best for them. So it's awesome. They're really, really good people.
And they use your new favorite hop.
Yeah.
Remember what that is?
Faro Mitten 2.
Hallertau Middle Fruit.
Wait, it's right here on the can. Hallertau Mitten Fruit. Mittelfru. Fuck, son of a bitch. Hallertau Mittelfru.
There it is.
Did I get it?
I think you got it.
Hallertau Mittelfru. Nice. I keep wanting. I want an N in there. I want it to be Mittenfru.
I'll speak to the Germans for you.
Okay, thank you.
We'll get that worked out.
Perfect. You're the best.
Oh, very nice. Let's move on. Old Timey Word of the Week. Russian Coffee House. I had not heard of this one before. Russian Coffee House is apparently a house of call for thieves. So it's where the thieves hang out.
Oh.
Yeah. So, hey, we just got done robbing that bank. Let's head over to the Russian Coffee House.
That seems so stupid. Then the cops would know where to look first.
Yeah, let's go to the Russian Coffee House and gather those guys
let's
up.
Figure out let's go interrogate them and see who it was this time.
What can I say?
Where's the house with the picture of Putin on it? We're going.
Oh, geez. So there you have it. All right, let's make an early call here to the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
That is for sure. Brian and I were sipping on the same beer. He was nice enough to hook it up with MadeWest Brewing's 5-year anniversary double IPA. And I can't believe it's been 5 years. 8%, has a 396 and Untapped. They say it's a West Coast double IPA hopped exclusively with the Yakima Chief hops, finest Mosaic, Simcoe, Talus, Idaho 7, and Columbus hop varieties. This epic combination results in a punchy, tropical profile with notes of tangerine, grapefruit, and pina colada, balanced with pine resin and a clean, snappy bitterness. Is it obvious that they're being distributed by Stone with the length of that description?
Did giveaway. Yeah. I literally had to stop halfway through when you were describing it. I'm like, wait, it's not Stone, right? I totally thought you were reading the Stone description. Okay.
Oh, that'll come next. So Brian, lead us off with this. Tell us about the 5th anniversary double IPA that we're sipping on.
I'd be happy to, and thank you for pointing in my direction. But I would be bereft if I didn't dedicate this beer tasting to the late, great Pedro Gomez of ESPN, who passed away yesterday, unexpectedly.
Very unexpectedly.
Since we're calling to the bullpen, I thought it would be appropriate to give him a nod. But as far as this beer goes, I have had it a couple times. I'm enjoying it again tonight. For me, the aroma, the nose on it, like I get like a tropical, but also like a melon flavor from it. Very, very fruity, but not in an overpowering way. And then as far as the booziness of the beer goes, I think it's appropriate for the ABV. And I think the taste of it is also sweet, but not cloying and perfectly balanced. I was a huge fan. I think Greg, we both like the MadeWest Pale.
You mean one of the best pale ales ever made?
As opposed to some people who don't like that pale for some unknown reason. But
they can
we do like the pale. This, I think, it's a big beer for them, ABV wise, and also just like in terms of experimentation. And I am a huge fan.
That's true. I didn't even think about that, but they do normally keep it fairly low in the ABV on their styles. But I agree with just about everything you said there. The nose on the sniffer, I should say, is tropical and fruity, but the taste, you get some of that tropical up front, a little bit of the pina, if you will, but it very quickly makes way for that piney bitterness and just a hint of booze. It's for 8%. It's pretty well balanced there.
Yeah, it's not astringent. You're not getting all of that. I mean, I think the pina that you get, I'm getting more of a melon on it, but either way, I'm happy.
Yeah, I am very sensitive to anything like coconutty in the slightest because I'm allergic to it. So I pick up on that shit right away.
You're allergic to coconut?
We talked about this last week.
Oh, fuck.
Didn't we? I don't know. Yes, I'm...
Now you're even because Allie forgot.
That's true.
Your story and you forgot hers.
Yeah, I feel like you're just like.
Were you guys drinking or something?
I feel like you're making stuff up.
No,
I think you're dreaming of me. You dream of me, Greg, in conversations that we've had.
Sometimes.
Damn it, Greg! Stop inventing your coconut allergy.
This was before Allie and probably even before Brian's time. Scott brought in a coconut pantry porter from Five Threads onto the show, and I said, "Well, we're gonna find out if this is real coconut or not." And about halfway through the show, my tongue was like this. So when I eat coconut, my tongue swells up. It's a little uncomfortable and it itches. Like I want to scratch my tongue, which does nothing. I tried.
I want to make some big bets that we did not talk about this.
Whoa. Okay.
This doesn't sound familiar at all.
I don't know how we're going to prove it because that would take someone to go back and listen to a bunch of shows. But
God, that'd be torture.
I was gonna say, I feel like this would be very easy to solve.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was last week. I know we have talked about it.
And it feels recent that we've talked about it. Maybe it's one of the shows that Allie was
when I was on the Rona bed.
Could be, yeah.
That's a strong
I don't really listen to your guys' show, so
join the crowd.
First time caller, never listener.
I feel like Greg just sets me up for stuff like this, like just to see if I'm checking in and listening to the show.
Yeah, it was a test.
I just can't wait for live shows again, and I can give Greg a coconut beer and bring my EpiPen with me to stab him after he drinks it.
Well, I've been lucky enough to have never been stabbed in the ass with an EpiPen, though I have had to stab someone else. I had an ex-girlfriend who was allergic to, I forget what it was, and she started having like some crazy outbreak, and I had to stab her in the ass with an EpiPen.
Probably peanuts.
Oh my God.
No, it wasn't
it's peanuts with everyone.
No, it was something less obvious than that. I forget what it was. That's why I can't remember.
Was she allergic to you?
Apparently, that's why she cheated on me. Oh, it got dark. Got so dark. Oh no.
Ooh, whoa.
Oh, no, that got dark.
Ooh, boy.
But yeah, it was kind of funny because she started to freak out. Like she can't breathe. And I was like, all right, I'll hit you with the EpiPen. She's like, okay. So she's like, this gets under. She bends over because you got to like jam it in the butt.
Okay, I don't want to hear anymore.
And so I go to hit her with the EpiPen. And she's like, wait, no. I was like, what? She goes, it's gonna hurt. I was like, yeah, no shit, but it's better than dying. And I just remember I was like, all right, here we go. I did like the classic trick. I was like, here we go. I'm going to count down in 3, stab. It worked.
It saved your life.
I did.
Yeah.
She should have cheated on me.
I wonder if you a little bit regret saving your life now.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Especially did about 3 years after it happened.
Yeah. You should be like, man, I could have watched that bitch die.
Yeah. So Allie knows her name.
Yep.
Anywho.
I got one of those in my life too.
Yeah, we all
Rest
have
in
one.
pieces.
Yeah, lots of them. So anyways, where were we? Oh, MadeWest. 5th anniversary. I wanted to say, very surprised. It doesn't seem like they've been around for 5 years. I remember having them when they were first open and thought they were doing really good stuff, and now they're doing even better stuff. So cheers to MadeWest in 5 years, and cheers to Brian for sharing his delicious beer with me. Let's do a little sports.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
Well, you guys, the Super Bowl happened on Sunday.
It did.
That's about all there is to report. There was a guy who ran across the field in the middle of the game, and he was then arrested for trespassing. 31-year-old Florida man Yuri Andrade.
Florida man. I saw like an alt angle today of that whole situation. And because they did a really good job of keeping the camera off him during the Super Bowl. Like you could just see kind of barely like a little like, oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he runs out and then they cut away. And
yeah. But I saw...
You don't give the terrorists a name.
But the angle that I saw today, I was dying. Like he pulled his pants down and he was like dodging a couple of people who were trying to tackle him. I think there ended up being like 7 or 8 guys on this man trying to like take him down. And like one of the, I don't know, it wasn't a ref, but somebody that was on field level went to go like chase after him and like his feet slipped from underneath him and like they fell and there was like, and then it just ended in a fucking dog pile. It was fucking funny. I'll send it to you. It's on this account that I follow. It's called Influencers in the Wild. And so there was something about, this guy being the Super Bowl streaker influencer. It's funny.
That's probably the most exciting part of the game. That was pretty much a shit show.
Yeah.
It was boring. Yeah.
The one thing I do want to say, I was correct on the color of Gatorade. It was blue.
You were right. It was blue.
I was also correct on the color of Gatorade, and I lost to my mother-in-law on the prop bet sheet by 1 prop bet.
Oh.
And Deb was terrible, and she only got 7 or 8 out of 25, so we can definitely razz her about that.
I'll make sure to text her immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game was pretty boring. Not a lot to talk about there, Chiefs. No, it's whatever.
I mean, I think we can talk about how Patrick Mahomes was in fear of his life most of the game.
Yeah.
Which is really sad.
How Tampa Bay made him look like a backup.
Well, his starting left tackle was out with an Achilles tear. So the reason why Patrick Mahomes looked so bad was because the guy they got to replace the starting left tackle was not up to snuff. And
Clearly.
So Patrick Mahomes was rushed or hurried on a record percentage of dropbacks. And, I feel bad for the guy, but the NFL, this is the outcome they wanted anyway. They wanted the Tommy Brady story. So.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I just want to make it very clear that even though Tom Brady has won his 7 world champions, Ric Flair still has 7 more on top of that. That's right. Wheeling, dealing, kiss, stealing. And, in the middle of the Rona, they let people in the stands. You'd think that maybe mid-Rona, people are having tough times this year. We'll lower the prices on food and beer in the stadium. Not the case for the Super Bowl. Some of the prices included $13 for a Greek salad, $8 for a hot dog, $13 for domestic beer, $14 for premium draft, and $15 for a craft beer. Sodas were $14 for a refillable souvenir soda. Popcorn was $14 for a refillable popcorn. So, hey, Florida, don't forget, people are still without jobs out there.
I feel like those are all like normal stadium pricing, though. I don't know. That's pretty standard, right?
Yeah, that's why the Chargers left San Diego.
Because they couldn't afford the popcorn?
Well, no, because they weren't making their $14-$15 popcorn and beer combo, so they moved up to LA, where it's more socially acceptable to do it.
Yeah,
I just thought in the middle of the Rona, where they're inviting all these healthcare workers into the stadium to enjoy the game, I thought maybe food would be a little cheaper. But hey, free ticket means we got to make it somewhere else.
I was just going to say, yeah, they got to make up for all the other money that they missed out on.
Apparently so. So they did that in strides.
You have to pay the people serving the popcorn and the, risking their health to serve the popcorn and the soda, right?
True.
How did the tickets work out as far as, did they have like little gaps in between, or they didn't sell out completely,
spacing.
right? Spacing.
Yeah, it's funny, when the game first started, I went, holy shit, that place is a sellout. Like, are they fucking insane? And then they showed the crowd a little closer. I was
Cardboard
like,
cutouts.
oh, it's a bunch of cardboard cutouts. Oh, thank God. So they allowed 30,000 people in the stadium. I don't know its capacity. It's more than any other stadium around the country's letting in because, hey, it's Florida.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they weren't quite nuts to butts. My favorite is they have this like 10-row gap between the people and the players. Like they block off like the first 10 rows. It's like, hey, you guys can get each other sick, but stay away from Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady over here.
Here it says the capacity is 65,890.
So there you go, just under half.
Yeah.
So look at you.
Boom.
You're on it.
Yeah, you're usually the one.
And
that
then
does
as
that
soon
kind of
as they
stuff.
got out of the stadium, they ripped off their face masks and went nuts anyway.
Started licking each other's faces. Yeah, it looks like a Lakers championship win over there.
I did see a meme saying something about the referencing Bruno Mars halftime show, and that was the most masked men Florida has seen during the whole pandemic.
Wait, even though it wasn't Bruno Mars?
You mean the weekend?
Fuck. Yeah, my bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that I did see something like that too. And then I saw another one where it was like, hey, look, everyone's wearing jock straps on their faces.
I totally thought it was jock straps. I didn't know anything about like the lead up. I guess he was doing some like anti-plastic surgery vibes or something. I don't know.
Is that what I don't even know what that was about.
I had to have my 15-year-old explain it to me. Yeah, it was something along the lines of like, not falling into the vanity of plastic surgery and, love yourself for the way you are type of thing. I guess he's been posting photos of himself wearing that same jock strap thing on his face. And, rumors were going that they thought that he actually had surgery, like some sort of plastic surgery, because he's super bruised and beat up in the photos. And so, kind of gnarly. So that's a good little message. I thought he did actually a really good job. I don't typically care for Super Bowl halftime shows. I always watch them because it's, it's supposed to be spectacular. It's always a fucking train wreck. And so I just like that kind of shit. And this time I was like, wow, this is actually like, he sounded good. I'm pretty sure he was actually singing. I just thought it was a really good performance.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like was when they went inside the House of Mirrors and he was holding his own camera.
That shit made me sick. Okay,
I had to stop watching.
I did the same thing, especially because, let me remind you, the day before was when we hit up a bunch of breweries. So I was already sideways, like not like feeling super, I was already feeling pretty woozy. And so, I had to look away for that part too. I didn't care for that part, but I thought the rest of it was really good.
I was all about it.
You were all about the Funhouse Mirrors?
I was all about it, man. I thought he did a great job. I thought it was refreshing to have a Super Bowl halftime singer who actually sings and doesn't lip sync everything. Mm-hmm. I'm not like the biggest Weeknd fan. I don't know his whole stuff, but I recognize a lot of the songs. I thought he did a great job. He put I heard he put like $7 million of his own money into it. I was like, dude, if you're going to do it the way you want to do it. And
he did,
respect for that. Like, hardcore respect for that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that and I don't know, I haven't looked into it yet. It did seem like he was actually live singing.
I think so.
You could hear it when he was running around. He missed a couple notes.
Yeah. I know for a while the Super Bowl wouldn't let you sing live. Like, remember when the Chili Peppers did it and everyone gave them shit for their guitar wasn't even plugged in? They're like, oh, the Super Bowl wouldn't let us play live. And maybe that was just an excuse, but I believe it because they don't want any issues. But I guess if you're paying $7 million of your own money, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I think after Timberlake, the NFL was like, we don't want any surprises.
We don't want to see Timberlake's nipple anymore.
But the Rolling Stones, come on, dude. Like, those guys are basically dead and they're still playing the same stuff.
Yeah,
so.
that was painful.
That's true.
Super painful. And even Shakira, like I love Shakira, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like that was just weird.
No, I don't like having to justify to my wife why I watched the halftime show. No, it's okay. It was just the halftime show. I wasn't looking at Shakira's ass.
Brian, why were you in the bathroom the entire third quarter?
No comment.
Yeah, hot wings. Hot wings. It was the hot wings.
Yeah.
Dude, the indigestion.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it was a pretty good show. Scott, fan of the halftime show?
I actually didn't watch it.
I was waiting for that.
I switched over, then I switched back in the third quarter, and about halfway through the third quarter, I said, I'm done. Turned it off.
Switch over to the Puppy Bowl?
No.
Oh. You guys remember when they used to do the lingerie bowl?
Oh, yeah.
Like 20 years ago.
Now they have the puppies and lingerie bowl.
Oh, God. No, thanks.
I'm going to say that was more than 20 years ago.
I feel like it didn't get very many years either. I think it was like maybe they got 2 out of it.
I think they still have it, but you have to stream it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's called Pornhub.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure my 15-year-old knows exactly what the lingerie bowl is.
That's probably true. You know, we need like a weekly segment where one of your kids like explains things to us.
Right?
I could use that.
Yeah, like the weekend and his jockstrap and.
You know what's funny is now that you say that, I do reference my kids educating me quite often, don't I?
They taught us what yeet was. No,
right?
Yeet.
Yep.
Yeah,
that was what I was just thinking about too. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna need like at least a bi-weekly appearance from one of the kids.
You guys didn't know what yeet meant? You guys are savages.
We knew what yeet meant. We didn't know what no yeet meant. That was where we were confused.
I didn't know what either of them were.
Oh.
So, there you have it.
Yeah.
What else? Moving on from the Super Bowl because that was pretty boring.
Oh, I got one.
Oh.
Sorry, we're talking sports. So this wasn't on your rundown, but it has to come up. Did you not see that the Dodgers signed the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner Trevor Bauer?
Reigning, defending, undisputed.
Yeah,
you know what? Somebody just
also
told me that.
Twitter champion Trevor Bauer. This is amazing. I don't know if it means we're not going to get Justin Turner back. Hopefully we can still get him back.
Dodgers already lost Jock and Kike.
And Kike. Adios, Kike. I will miss you, but you know.
Kike, do you love me?
I do that all the time, and my wife rolls her eyes like I'm rolling my eyes at you right now.
Yeah, mine does too.
But yeah, so the Dodgers picked up Trevor Bauer, so the Dodgers starting rotation is going to be some variant of Bauer, Buehler, Kershaw, David Price, and then someone who is either Dustin May, Tony Gonsolin, Julio Urias, or any number of the arms that the Dodgers have, which is just ridiculous.
Which is, it's an amazing lineup. And speaking of baseball, it seems like they're going to start everything on time now.
Oh, are they? I thought they were going to.
That's what they say. Yeah,
including spring training.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
And some sad news in baseball, and Brian already mentioned it. Journalist Pedro Gomez died unexpectedly Sunday. And as of this recording, which peeked behind the curtain, is Monday night, no cause of death was released. I mean, if you watch baseball, you know who he is. What else is there to say?
Silver Fox, dude. I mean, jeez.
Yeah. How old was he?
58.
Oh, okay.
R.I.P. And then a little bit of basketball news. Derrick Rose has been traded, and he's back on the Knicks.
I honestly didn't know that Derrick Rose was still playing in the NBA.
That makes 2, buddy. Derrick Rose has not been good since like his second year in the league when he tore his ACL the first time.
I don't even know who he was on before the Knicks.
Yeah, he was an MVP at one time,
like 20 years ago.
Wasn't he on the Heat last year or something?
Could be.
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, that's what the Lakers played in the finals.
That doesn't sound right. Yeah. See, that's where Derrick Rose is.
That's the first I've heard about Derrick Rose in years is that he was traded to the Knicks, and I'm like, well, from who? And nobody knows.
Yeah,
they should put him on the Nets with all the other malcontents in the island of misfit dreams.
The standing joke for many years with Derrick Rose was that he should be the head sponsor of what's that? You like the way you look, I guarantee
Suit
it.
for men, yeah.
Yeah, men's suits or whatever, because he only wore suits on the sideline. That guy was always injured. So, all right, well, in the great words of Dan, that's sports. We got a couple things to get to before we head out of here. Scott's got a beer to talk about, got a little bit of booze news. But first, Allie sat down with a relatively new beer babe on the gram. Am I right?
Yes. Yeah. She started her account in summer, kind of a little bit of a quarantine project with her and her husband. And she's fucking cute. I love her. So as soon as I saw her, posts start to pop up on the gram, I'm like, man, she's cute. I like her. So yeah, she's a good one.
Here she is. Here's DJ with Allie on Babes Supporting Babes.
This rumdoxy loves a good beer. It's time for Babes Supporting Babes.
Hi guys, I am here for Babes Supporting Babes. We have DJ with me today. Drink with DJ on the gram. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation or whatever and hanging out with me.
Of course, I was thrilled.
I love your page. I love your energy. I just think you're an awesome beer babe. So I appreciate you giving us a couple minutes of your time just to give you a little feature. Are you drinking a beer right now?
I am. In true stout season, I opened a stout from Main & Mill Brewing. They're out of Missouri.
Oh, okay. Very cool. That's awesome. All right. What made you create Drink with DJ?
Honestly, my local friend here, shout out to Rachel, got me into craft beer. She just kind of kept pushing it and having me try things, and I slowly fell in love. So I had a couple other friends who were already kind of doing the IG beer scene. So I thought it would be fun to kind of do it. And wow, I was just surprised by how awesome everyone is and what a cool little community it's been.
It's pretty rad, right?
Yeah.
I'm always just surprised at how, supportive and welcoming everybody is in the craft beer community, especially on the gram. It's just amazing. So what brewery are you currently crushing on?
So this was an easy one for me. There's this local brewery, I just discovered a couple months back called Autumn Arch Beer Project here in Delaware. They have a phenomenal, facility. Their brewery's awesome. Their beer is stellar. So I definitely had to give them my shout out for my current crush.
Hell yeah. That's rad. I love that. Okay, I'm going to fire off some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Okay, I think I'm ready.
What is your favorite non-beer hobby?
Probably reading. I'm a sucker for a good book.
That's rad. I need to get better about reading. Okay, do you prefer dogs or cats?
Dogs all the way.
Yes, 100%. Same. Your favorite food and beer pairing?
Probably barbecue. Barbecue with nice crisp lager in the summer or something. That's kind of just my
jam. Yeah. I love a nice, well-made lager. Alrighty. What's your favorite Pandora station?
Ooh, gosh. I don't know. Probably anything that has a good love song on it. I love a good love song.
You're so cute. I love that answer. That's awesome. All right. What is your beercation destination? Where would you love to go just to go enjoy beers and check out breweries and be a part of the team?
I think I have two. Probably I want to hit up Maine and check out Allagash. That's my next to do. And then probably Colorado for Black Project. Those two are on my to-do list.
Yes. Black Project is rad, and so is Colorado. That's actually a very common answer when I ask that question.
Yeah, there's stuff, I haven't had anything I just didn't fall in love with.
Yeah. All right, one more. What is your favorite word or slang for being drunk?
Ooh, probably being trash.
Trash is a good one. I love it. That's awesome. Right on. Well, I really appreciate you hanging out with me, and everybody go follow DJ on the gram. It's Drink with DJ. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out.
Awesome. You too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks, girl. Cheers.
Bye.
Thanks again to DJ for hanging out with Allie. I hadn't even followed her before, so thanks for the introduction to DJ. She's super cute.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
Definitely getting a follow.
Yeah, she's awesome. Everybody needs to go follow her. She's super cute.
Yeah, she's drinking some tasty beers over there too.
Yeah, she lives out in Delaware.
Oh, I don't know anybody who lives in Delaware.
That's exactly what I said, and I'm going to sound really ignorant right now, but when I was where do you live? And she's like, Delaware. I had to do the the 50 States That Rhyme song really quick. So I was like, that's a state, right? Like, I don't know anybody that lives in Delaware.
Hey, Allie.
Yeah.
Joe Biden's from Delaware.
Well, that's probably why I fucking wrote it out of my life.
I knew it was going that direction. He is. Anywho, do yourselves a favor. Go follow Drink with DJ on the gram. You'll be glad you did. She's drinking some tasty stuff, and she needs some followers. She's new to the game, so go give her a follow. All right, it's that time. Let's find out what Scott's drinking over there. What you drinking?
I am drinking Stone's Sublimely, I don't know, whatever. Self-Righteous Black IPA.
And I am too. So I'm gonna join in on this one. Stone Sublimely Self-Righteous Black IPA graced our year-round lineup for a few years before its retirement in 2015. Since then, nearly every single day we receive multiple emails, phone calls, and social media comments from diehard fans of this hoppy and dark delicacy, pleading, begging, and sometimes demanding us to bring it back. Seriously, we tried to add them all up, and it was easily into the thousands. Because you can't keep a great beer permanently retired, it's made a few cameo appearances in our Stone mix packs, as well as on draft at our tap rooms and bistros over the years. But now, it's back nationwide on its own in all its glory. Original recipe, original artwork. This bad boy is 8.7%, has 90 IBUs, 396 on Untapped, and 94 on BA. What do you think of Subliminally?
Easy for you to say.
Right.
Hey, it's pretty good. I mean, right at the beginning, it's like, I guess, like a chocolatey coffee kind of very slightly.
Yeah.
And then, it goes right into the hops and the malty and all that kind of stuff at the end. But yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's interesting. Last week I had Wookie Jack on the show that just made a comeback, and self-righteous, sublimely self-righteous. God damn, that's a tongue twister when you've been drinking. Also making its way back. These black IPAs are starting to make a resurgence, and yes, I wouldn't say this is as chocolatey as that Wookie Jack. I get a little more coffee, a little more bitter up front, and finishes with a little more hot flavor, where I'd say Wookie Jack is a little bit more chocolatey and a little more of like a cross between a stout and an IPA, and this is just like a black IPA. It's very, very bitter and all that good stuff, and haven't had it in a hot minute, and I'm enjoying it over here.
Same here.
Enjoying all 90 IBUs of it.
Ooh.
Right up Allie's alley.
Allie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, though? I love this beer. I've loved this beer for a long, long time. And it's the base beer for kind of what they do with their black IPAs on the Enjoy buys. So, I mean, they have a good base to build off of. I was sad when it went, kind of how sad I felt when they got rid of Double Jack for Firestone or those kind of beers. But, you got to make room for the hazies, I guess. So,
right. Yeah, I loved this. This was one of my gateway beers back in the day, and I forgot how much I loved it because I haven't had it since it was originally out. I didn't get it in like the mix pack or anything like this, and this is delicious.
Super smoky, smooth for the ABV, and just unique. It's a unique beer. Like I'm happy they brought it back. I hope it sticks around for a little while.
Same.
I was just gonna say I don't remember having it before. In fact, when I saw it, I'm like, wow, is that new? So, I mean, either it could be my memory, good chance of that, or
could be the alcohol.
Right.
Blame it.
No, I couldn't. No, that I ruled that out right away.
You.
It couldn't be that.
Never.
No.
That can't be it. Yeah. There's no way.
I drink very little of that.
Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm digging the throwback, and bring on the dark IPAs. I miss this one. I miss dark IPAs in general and rye IPAs, and I like this trend we're going on. They're like, hey, you know what? Enough hazies. Let's go dark. And I can confidently say, Allie, this is not your jam.
Well, what's funny is I thought that one was new also because that was the one that Stone shared this month.
Yes.
So I have it in my refrigerator.
All right. Well, now we need to know what you think about it.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe now would be a good time to try it since my taste buds are still pretty weak.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Might mute that bitterness a little bit.
Maybe, yeah.
The Sublimely Self-Righteous Ale is available now. If you're into bitter, dark IPAs, this is your jam. This has that classic stone bitterness with a nice little twist with the dark. I like that. It's a little bit of coffee flavor, I think. And like Brian said, the smokiness too.
Yeah.
I don't get tons of smoky. I get just enough because I'm very sensitive to smoke.
It really is one of the first black IPAs that really gained popularity and got mainstream distribution. So,
and it also helped transition me into dark beers. I used to not like stouts and porters and dark beers, and somebody stuck this in my face, and I was like, well, this is good. So maybe dark beers are good. And even though it's not at all the same, I was an idiot back then, and it kind of helped me open my mind a little bit. So
I have to say, I have to co-sign on that a little bit. I do like the dark, like the black IPAs and stuff, and those are easier for me to drink than the stouts. And I just need to keep trying them. I just need to not give up.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get after porters though. Porters are, I don't know.
Just keep drinking. Just keep drinking, drinking. Just like Dory says.
Yep.
All right, let's wrap things up. A little bit of booze news.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
It is indeed. Firestone Walker, speaking of Wookie Jack, Firestone Walker is launching a new beer club. And I just had to talk about it because a 2021 membership in the Brewmasters Reserve costs $599.
Oof. Not gonna lie, I got the email today.
Yeah. That $600 will get you 8 curated collections, which equals 27 individual small batch beers, including 14 member-only exclusives. Each collection, will also include glassware chosen by Matt Brendelson to match the selected beers. Brendelson and his team, including Barrelworks Master Blender Jim Crooks, a.k.a. Sour Jim, and Barrel Program Manager Eric Ponch, will present each collection via online tasting sessions. And just in case you're wondering, that $599 comes out to a whopping $22 per beer.
Oof.
But you also get glassware.
Somebody else was telling me about a membership that's like this right now. $175 membership fee, and that's just to be able to purchase the beers before everybody else. Fuck, I don't
That's
know.
nuts.
What is it?
I love Firestone. I love their barrel aged and all their specialty one-offs, except for Dark and Stormy. This is a little too pricey for my blood.
Yeah.
Just a little too pricey. I don't know. Brian's been a member of the brewery. What do you think?
Well, I think that it seems pretty cool. They're going to give you your stainless steel membership card, which I think looks pretty cool. And that's probably like a, $20, $30 value to somebody. It's not to me. Like it's a little bit much for me. It's a little bit much for me, but I think that I would consider it with myself and my wife that we can share the beers. I think that it's kind of appropriately priced for COVID, actually, because people aren't going places and checking out breweries. So if you're in California and the majority of the stuff from Firestone is really great, like aside from, like you said, Dark and Stormy, I think that it's kind of a cool thing, and maybe I would eat the excess cost on it.
Yeah, it's just hard. It's just a lot up front. And, I pay more than that for Humble Sea for, a year of being on Humble Sea. And it's just $600 up front. How about you knock off $100 and you give me the option where I don't get all the free glasses and like the little extra benefits? Just give me the beer. That's what I want. And
also, who cares if your membership card is stainless steel? What are you going to do with the membership card?
Post it on Instagram.
Okay. So then other people can steal your membership number. But then, nobody even knows if it's stainless steel if it's just on Instagram. Yeah.
To me, it's just a little rich for my blood. Unless the wife tells me she wants it, then I can't wait to sign up.
It could be perfect for people that go to the Super Bowl and pay for the concessions.
That's true. A couple of buckets of popcorn and that
$5.99. That's it. I'm in.
Easy peasy. Uber is going to buy Drizzly, the alcohol delivery system or app, for $1.1 billion.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Why didn't I come up with that app? What the hell?
You should have.
It's so right up my alley too.
Okay, here I am, dumb old guy. What's drizzly?
Well, it's like Uber Eats for alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you're still technically employed by Uber.
Yeah,
right?
Since I haven't driven for like a year, but yeah, I'm still employed by it.
Yeah, it's like Uber Eats for alcohol. You can order booze that it shows up at your door, just like Uber Eats.
I wonder why they never hooked me up on that business, the drizzly one.
It's because they were smart.
Product
They would have never gotten to the home.
Yeah.
The customer would have never seen that.
Exactly.
Yeah. They would have had a lot of people complaining about never receiving their order.
Here, sir, here's your empty bottle.
Yeah. And then finally, we'll finish it with this one. Man with a Florida tattoo calls 911 for a ride home. Matthew Leatham, 22, dialed 911 to request a ride home after 4 a.m. in the New Port Richey suburb of Tampa on Sunday. A Pasco County deputy found Leatham and offered to call him a cab, but he said he didn't have any money. Leatham then began walking in the direction he lives and again called 911 for a ride. The officer caught up with him and arrested him as he was on the line, according to the complaint. So he's still on the line with 911, and the cop found him. Authorities say the officer searched Leatham and found marijuana. He has been charged with misuse of the 911 system, as well as possession of marijuana. He was released on $300 bond. And as if all of that wasn't bad enough, Leatham has a tattoo of the state of Florida on his forehead.
Forehead?
Forehead.
Oh, boy.
Right above his nose region.
What a fool.
Right.
Is marijuana illegal in Florida?
It must be.
What? That is insane to me. Florida doesn't give a shit about anything. They have rules about marijuana?
Right. You can have sex with an alligator, but do not have weed.
Jeez. I'm surprised about that one.
Who saw that coming? So, so thanks to Leatham. And we'll get a picture up on our stories there on the gram, the Unfiltered Gentleman there, because...
I need to see this fool.
It's funny because it's not huge. It's almost like a birthmark of Florida on his forehead. It's fantastic.
Did you hear there's a rapper that just had a 28-carat diamond encrusted into his forehead?
I did not hear that.
His name's Lil Uzi.
Is that for reals?
Lil Uzi, which is exactly what the diamond's going to be when the piercing doesn't take hold. It's going to be a little Uzi.
Good night, everybody.
We need one of your kids to tell us who it is. Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a perfect time to hit a little music. Because that was gross. Thanks all for joining. Brian, thank you for hanging out with us.
Thanks for putting up with me.
Hey, you know what? Your wife owes me one now.
What does that mean?
She said, can you take Brian off my hands for like an hour and a half? And here we are.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm joking. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for sharing that tasty beer also. That was delicious. Cheers to MadeWest.
Hey, shout out to MadeWest.
Yes, indeed. Follow us on the socials, The Unfiltered Gentleman. Follow Allie at Allie and Kelly, ALLY.IN.CALLY. Brian, any socials to plug out there?
Nope.
Fair enough. I like it. I very much like it. So thanks, everybody. Oh, The Unfiltered Gentleman at gmail.com and Drunk Dallas, 805-538-BEER. So thank you to everyone for hanging out, for listening, for joining. Let us know how you took the Super Bowl. It was kind of boring for us. So, on that note, hope everyone's staying very well hydrated. Good night, everybody.